Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And your other host, Justin.
So today we decided to let someone else make our drinks.
Yeah, I bought mine in a bottle.
Yeah, what do you got over there?
I got a Pure Leaf raspberry. I bought a big old bottle of it, and I'm loving it so far.
That's the real brewed tea thing, right?
Yeah.
So, how does the raspberry flavor in it compare to like when you do like an Arizona or something like that?
The taste is substantial. It's
Okay.
much more different.
Okay.
I like this. It actually has like a more fuller raspberry flavor compared to like the raspberry can. I like it more. And it's only like $2.50 for this big fuck off thing. So I find it to be equal even in price.
Gotcha.
But it tastes better.
So I couldn't remember whether or not I talked about Dutch Bros before,
I think we had a brief discussion of it.
but I got a different drink from there.
Okay.
So it's the French vanilla bean as a latte, hot latte, not as like the frost or anything like that.
But it's cooled down.
No, it's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah. Now the thing I do have to say about this is the reason I switched from the Golden Eagle, which is what I was doing before, to this is because I realized I'm not getting enough of the caramel flavor anymore. It's like all the Dutch Bros kind of started, because I go to different ones too. It's not even always the same Dutch Bros. It's definitely not always the same crew because our crews change so often. I feel like they kind of dialed back on how much caramel they're putting in. So there's like a vanilla bean like this. It might be good. And so I tried that. Same thing. I just feel like they're not putting enough caramel in. I've had them add sugar. That doesn't really fix the problem. I think the caramel's where they're lacking.
Oh.
So it's still good coffee.
But
It's just not the flavor I'm aiming for. Not
It's
the
not
flavor I
that-
was getting before.
it's not the Disneyland experience.
Disneyland's coffee's not that great.
You know what I mean,
Yeah.
though.
Actually, no, they serve Starbucks now. So Disneyland's coffee's pretty
Oh, that's
good, so
right.
Yeah, they start serving Starbucks.
Oh,
So last week we had to kind of go a little weird on the movies.
because I had to work that night.
Job responsibilities. So I gave
Yes.
you homework. Now, I did not get the chance to sit down and watch this to be able to tell you the differences. I will still have to do that at a later date. But you've officially seen The Hateful Eight, and you saw the extended cut. So you saw Tarantino's real dream of this movie. What did you think?
I figured maybe it's about 20-ish more extra minutes comparative.
Something like that, yeah.
So it wasn't too much. The first two parts were very interesting. They
Okay.
were very slow. A lot of you had already warned me that there was going to be a lot of talking.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll put it up over here. Seeing as it's mostly talking, I'll put it up over here, and I'll play something mindless in front of me. You know,
Okay.
something that isn't going to take too much of my effort and time.
Checkers. Gotcha.
Yeah, just something up there. And I was playing Slay the Spire. And I was just sitting there, doling out some cards. And there was a lot of interesting things. And I just kept looking over at my second monitor. I was like, yeah, I'll put this on hold. And I just
I'm zoned in.
yeah. And it locked me down. So at the very end of the second part, I was like, third part, let's go.
Do you remember where the second part ends before the third part begins? Like, do you remember where they cut it?
With the extended parts, they actually label them Tarantino style.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay. I'm just curious as to how they chose to break the movie up, because at a certain point, it's like everyone's in a room together,
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure.
The way they did it is the first part is them all getting into the cabin.
Into the cabin, okay.
The second part is Samuel L. Jackson's character Marquise getting like super repentive toward the older
The general, yeah.
the general, and shooting him. But during that time, there was of course something else happening. And then the third part is the very beginning of the third part is them rewinding it and saying, "While this was happening,
Mhm.
this was happening."
Yeah, they still do that a little bit in the non-extended cut. You still have that kind of.
Okay. And of course, the only one who noticed it was oh god, she has such a weird last name. Something Donahue?
I think that's what it is.
It's something Goo.
I think so. Let me double check.
But
Where's that? We have it up, so scroll down. It might be on the right. No.
Oh, Dormague.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But even still, an all-star cast, I
Yeah.
will say. Fuck.
Oh yeah, it's
Kurt-
Jennifer Jason Leigh. So
Holy fucking shit, Kurt Russell was amazing in
yeah,
this.
Kurt Russell is amazing.
I loved him being just this belligerent badass.
Mhm.
And yeah,
You want more of it, and I think
yeah.
that's one of the things you're gonna love about if we ever do get that, because we really got to figure out how we're gonna do Tombstone and White Earp, with White Earp being over 3 hours long.
yeah.
It's just him as Wyatt Earp is fucking great. He's in Tombstone though, so it's easier. That's an easier one to sit down and watch.
But playing a bounty hunter that is just called the Hangman, that's another cool thing.
Yeah.
And the whole entire story was a little bit of Deus Machina nonsense, but at the same time, I could see how it would flow because they were like, wait, this guy doesn't kill. Not until they get to a town where they turn him in. Okay, so we can plan ahead.
We have only so many times to stop him.
Yeah. And, hey, we're kind of lucky. There's going to be a blizzard that's going to probably force him in here. And then toward the very end, I was like, wait a minute. OB, the driver, how would he have known to basically pull that direction? I'm like, OB I think might have been in on it because you don't know OB through the entirety of the entire first two parts. You don't know what the fuck he's doing. So I was actually like doling it out, and I was thinking about it. I was like, he might have been in on it.
So I don't know where he would have come in, but Tarantino said originally he was going to have Django show up in this. And then he changed his mind.
I'm glad he didn't.
Instead, you can see Django's revolvers or something like that, or something of Django's is hanging on a wall somewhere in the movie. It's one of those you have to keep an eye out for it type of things. I don't remember if it was his revolvers, if it was his saddle, something of Django's was there. But this is supposed to be in the same timeline as Django.
I mean, it's a messy curio place that has a lot of shit on the wall, so I mean, it's easily missed. But the whole movie flowed pretty good. It locked me in.
He does well with this single area thing because he did it with Reservoir Dogs,
and Reservoir Dogs was really good. It locked me in. The budget was definitely toward just the cast.
Yeah,
it was not toward the entirety of that area because all it was outside scene one with the stagecoach and pulling in Samuel L. Jackson to Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Second scene was the pushover, which it's stock footage. Let's face it. Third scene is outside of cabin. Fourth scene is inside a cabin.
You barely see the barn.
You barely see it. But even still, fifth scene, barn. That's it. That's
but
pretty much it.
A lot of movies are able to do that and make it work. Think about Home Alone. Almost that entire movie happens in one house.
Yeah, you're right.
Which brings me up on something else I want to talk about here in a minute. But we'll finish talking about this first.
So, I loved it.
Even the ending?
Yeah, even the ending.
Even though it's a bad ending in a sense because like no good came of it.
Yeah.
Like some good came of it, I guess, because the
yeah.
bad guys aren't going to get away.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I loved it all. It was all good. I liked it.
I laughed my ass off when she spit on the letter and he just clocks her out the door to yanks Kurt Russell with.
Hey,
what?
Yeah. I liked it. 9 out of 10.
I want Kurt Russell to do more Tarantino films because he did this. He did Death Proof.
He is a very varied character. He is a very strong.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else he did Tarantino-wise, and I don't think there is.
I think that might be it.
So I would like to see more. I mean, Tim Roth is always great, and he always does Tarantino, and I love whenever he comes in and does Tarantino. The older general, if you're... oh, that's right. He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, it's kind of a smaller role.
Okay.
It's for like one segment. He's like the like the head of like some stuntman stuff. Like he's the guy that decides if you get a job at a stuntman, being a stuntman for a movie.
Oh, he likes doing westerns. It seems.
Well, he did Bone Tomahawk, which is dark. He did Tombstone. He did Hateful Eight.
I mean, I was just noticing those three. Well, here's way back when, if you want to count
Heck
it.
Ramsey. It was a TV show. No, he's good though. It's funny actually. I never even considered the fact that he's in 3,000 Miles to Graceland. Holy shit! So 3,000 Miles to Graceland. I'm sure you've never seen it.
Of course.
It's about this group of Elvis impersonators that go and like they rob like a bank or some shit like that, and then one of them turns on the others and kills them all. Kurt Russell's is the one that survives. Or no, Kurt Russell's is the one that does the killing. Sorry.
Okay.
The one that survives is Kevin Costner.
Okay.
They both played Wyatt Earp. Because he was supposed to be Wyatt Earp. Kevin Costner was supposed to be Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. Didn't like the script, kept trying to change it. They wouldn't let him. He went, fuck you, I'll go make my own Wyatt Earp movie. Goes and makes Wyatt Earp, and they bring Kurt Russell in. to Tombstone. That's fucking hilarious. I never realized that.
You are all over the place, and I get it. I understand it. It's just
I've seen a lot of movies.
You
I mean,
have.
that's what I can break it down to, and I saw a lot more this weekend.
Yes, you
So,
did.
What rating do you want to give Hateful?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Firm. The only reason why it's not a 10 out of 10 is because there was a little bit of MacGuffin that was just like, this could be cut out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure it was added for the extended.
Which, so yeah, it may have been the 20 minutes that was cut.
May have.
Yeah.
I can see why if it was in the original, it makes
If you wanted to compare them, the other version's on Netflix as well.
It is. So. It's just I didn't have another 3 hours to
to sink in. Yeah.
But it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Super entertaining. I was playing freaking Slay the Spire, and then all of a sudden I pushed that to the background and went hard on on focusing on the show.
Good. I definitely put it high. Still not my favorite Tarantino.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite's still gonna be
Pulp.
Actually I think I like Reservoir Dogs more than I like Pulp.
Okay.
Which I know is weird. A lot of people don't agree with that. I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh.
Nope, I lost it.
Okay.
Okay. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people think Pulp over Reservoir, but Reservoir kind of started off.
Bless you.
There it was.
There it was.
Thank you.
Now, wait, do you know mine?
Kill Bill.
Which part?
2.
No.
Damn. 1. Because there's so many other parts.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he still swears he has an idea for 3, or he's worked on the idea for 3.
I can't see it, and I would tell him just leave it alone.
The theory is, what's her name? Vivica Fox. I can't remember her character. But the black one that's like, I should have been Black Mamba.
Yes.
The theory is her daughter coming back for the bride. Because that whole thing of, I understand if you want to come for me thing because I killed your mom, blah, blah, blah.
But it was fine. If that's going to be just that story, that makes me wonder what the rest of the film's going to be about.
I figure the film would probably be about her training by going through a bunch of people to get to her. Kind of like how...
doing the, what do they call it? No More Heroes style, going up the ranks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was kind of like, we had to watch... We not had to, but we watched The Bride essentially do the same thing.
Yeah, wiggle your big toe.
Yeah, and she takes out each person on her way to Bill.
Now, see, that's one of those other scenes that Tarantino kind of had to... That scene did not need to be 7 minutes long.
Yeah, probably not. I don't know. He does dialogue scenes amazingly, I feel.
Oh, yes, he does. Because having Samuel L. Jackson talking about getting
his big black dick sucked
big
by that
back
guy
schlong by a crazy white cracker. It's so fucking... It was bizarre when I first heard it.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, Tarantino wrote this, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, it's like the whole hallway scene where they're walking through the hallway in Pulp Fiction just talking about the whole... foot rub, Marcellus Wallace's wife, that whole thing. All that dialogue is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel out of place. They're two guys just bullshitting while at work.
Yeah.
You do it, I do it.
Yeah.
Mine's normally, weird because I'm at work by myself, but
Yeah. And then but you have things to talk about that, are interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, when I was driving by this place, this happened, and I was like, oh wow, holy shit.
And then you got Reservoir Dogs, you got the opening scene at breakfast. Why am I Mr. Pink? Oh no, sorry, that's later on. I don't tip.
Yeah, I don't tip.
That whole fucking thing.
Why
It's
don't you
another
tip?
great dialogue scene.
It's gratuitous.
Which I love it. He doesn't tip, and he's the waiter in Pulp Fiction.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Like there's so many weird connections, but you asked me to find a connection between this and any others. I found the two that we had mentioned before, but there's nothing else, and that kind of weirds me out because I'm like, there's got to be something.
Well, there's the connection to Django, and I know Django makes connections to the other ones. So maybe that was the main thing, is that it connects to Django a little bit.
Okay.
I'd have to sit there and look at the character names. I don't really remember them. I probably could look at the character names and try to find some kind of connection to the other movies, because sometimes it's that. Like in Inglourious Bastards, the main thing is one of the characters in that. I don't remember which one, but he's like the grandfather of a character.
Rico.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. Really quick, I'll talk about the movies I watched. I finally saw Joker.
Looking good, Joker.
Joaquin did amazing for what was given to him, for the role he was given. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay. I won't give any spoilers then.
You can go ahead. I've already gotten the one scene that I actually was super interested in, and that was with Robert De Niro.
Uh-huh.
So I saw that major scene. I was just like, Robert said okay to being straight up okay. Okay.
So, yeah, we'll spoil it. So you're talking about him shooting Robert in the face.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, now here's the thing. You watch this Joker movie, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Because you were trying.
Yes and no. So I was closed-minded to an extent because there's an amazing Joker story out there that they don't want to tell for some reason.
The OG.
They want to tell everything, but they want to tell their versions. No one wants to fucking do it for some reason. No one wants to do Joker's fucking comic book origin, or at least the closest thing we have to it.
But
what?
You can't be mad that this story exists and it did very well.
So, like I was saying, I love the way Joaquin is in it. But
he is very bubbly, and I have not seen Joaquin do a bubbly role.
What I don't get is the Joker in the comic, the closest thing we have to an origin story, it's this whole thing about one bad day. He had one bad day that pushed him to going insane. Now, that bad day consists of his comedy act not working out, his wife and baby dying, Batman accidentally pushing him, or him falling because of the mobsters that were basically going to kill him anyways, and him getting framed for a bunch of shit, but being pushed into a vat of chemicals that would then bleach his skin and dye his hair green permanently. Yeah. Joaquin in this,
it goes over and over the course of time.
But he gets his ass whooped by some kids at the beginning. They break a sign. He gets his ass whooped. He's got to pay for the sign. He finds out his mother's known who his father is this whole time. His social worker won't be able to be his therapist anymore because the program's been closed down, which means he won't be able to get his medication. Some guys go to rob him, and he shoots them and kills them. They're beating the shit out of him, and he shoots and kills them. Sorry, they don't go to rob him. They're beating the shit out of him. So he shoots and kills them. All this while having a thing that makes him laugh at inappropriate times, just uncontrollably. That's all pretty bad, but that's not your wife dying while pregnant with your child.
No. So
that's not being disfigured.
You're right, but on the open and closed hand, it is a different paradigm. It's an everyday paradigm. It's not a uncommon paradigm.
He loses his shit on his mother, and eventually he actually kills her because she never told him that his dad is Thomas Wayne.
Wait.
Then, while freaking out about the fact that you're Bruce Wayne's brother now, all of a sudden, your dad's Thomas Wayne because your mom was Thomas Wayne's maid. Oh, wait, no, your mother's fucking insane. You were adopted. He's not Thomas Wayne's son.
That would have been funny, though.
Mm-hmm.
That would have blown my... I mean, it did.
It would have been interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess it would have been interesting.
Holy shit.
While all this is going on, you see, 8-year-old Bruce. His parents die by the end of the movie. So you've got 8-year-old Bruce. Batman doesn't start being Batman until 23. Joaquin's in his 40s. So he's beating up on a fucking 60-year-old man by the time he's Batman.
Joaquin will still look good.
I know it'll still look good, but you're still beating the shit out of a 60-year-old man. Now, that's why he loses his shit. He loses his shit because his mom's mentally ill. And because he's had some rough times over the last couple days.
Let's paint the picture that I always like painting. Was it entertaining?
No. There were parts that I'm just kind of like, can we get to something?
Okay, I can see that, and I haven't seen the movie, but I can see that.
Yeah.
Because
there were other parts. There's a part I laughed that I should not have laughed at, and the director knew you're gonna laugh, but you don't want to admit you laughed. You piece of shit.
It's gonna tickle you.
So he loses his mom, and 2 guys from the clown company he worked at come to say, I hope you're all right. One of which is this really big guy who essentially got him fired from his clown job because he gave him a gun after he got the shit kicked out of him and was like, Pay me back for it later. Protect yourself. Pay me back for it later. Well, he had the gun on him while he was doing a show at a children's hospital, and it fell out of his pants. So he gets fired for it. And this guy turns to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, he tried buying a gun from me the other day." Da, da, da. Well, then he kills the guys, but he doesn't go to the cops when he kills the guys. He's kind of hiding from the police. So this guy comes over and he's like, "The cops come and talk to me. What are you telling them?" You know, he's kind of strong-arming him a little bit after his mother died. They don't know that he fucking smothered his mother with a pillow. The other person with him is a little person. They come in. Joaquin closes the door, latches it shut. Guy's kind of talking to him like, "What are you telling the cops?" Joaquin pulls the scissors out, stabs the guy in the neck, stabs the guy in the eye, slams his head into the wall until he's dead. The little person's freaking out in the corner the whole time. Joaquin then sits down, laughing, and Joaquin's like, "You can go. You're fine. I'm not going to hurt you." He starts to walk past Joaquin. Joaquin goes, "Ah!" And he jumps a little bit. He's like, "I'm just messing with you." He's like, "Don't look at the body. You're good to go." The little guy walks over. He can't reach the door latch. And that's the scene I laughed, and I shouldn't have laughed. I'm like, I'm a bad person for laughing. Everyone else in the fucking room laughed, though, too. So I'm not alone. I'm at least going to hell with company. But you know the director was sitting there going, "Someone's going to laugh at this. You piece of shit."
I probably would have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have too.
Joaquin goes on and lashes the door and lets him leave.
Aw.
Because it's very much, you've already got life hard enough on you. I have no reason to kill you. So he kills his mother for lying to him. This guy for kind of throwing him under the bus about the gun.
Yeah.
The 3 guys on the train for trying to beat the shit out of him. And this was after they were harassing a woman. And then
Robert
kills Robert because he went and did stand-up, but the stand-up wasn't good. And Robert showed it on a show. Robert's basically like Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
So he shows it on his show. And so then he goes on the show, and his goal is to tell a knock-knock joke and then shoot himself. Instead, he turns the gun and shoots Robert. Because Robert starts talking shit because Robert has now started to yell at Joaquin because Joaquin came out as, "Oh yeah, I'm actually the guy that killed the people on the subway." Because everyone thinks it's this bad thing because they're looking at these young Wall Street guys who did nothing wrong. No one knows why he killed him because he didn't go to anyone about it.
No.
Even on the show, throughout all this, he's like, no one should care that they're dead. I get shit on and no one cares. Why does everyone care when they never talks about the fact that they were throwing french fries at a lady and practically sexually harassing her and then proceeded to beat the crap out of him for his laughing condition.
Well, I mean, I do like that they at least threw that in.
Yeah.
Because one of Joker's main shticks is, even in Arkham, when he's sitting near the front door, every time someone miserable came in, he just starts laughing because there's people who are just as bad as him coming in.
He doesn't laugh because something's funny. It's this thing when he laughs uncontrollably, mostly when he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But that was fine. Joaquin has a great fucking Joker laugh.
Oh yeah,
when he actually got because throughout a lot of the movie he's fighting it down.
I remember hearing the trailer variant and it was really toned down.
Yeah.
So.
He's fighting it a lot, but when he finally goes full Joker, he lets out some of them. It's great. The weird thing is he doesn't fully embrace Joker until he's on the couch in De Niro's thing at the end.
Okay,
that's when he goes full Joker, and for some reason he gets very flamboyant all of a sudden. He's very, and I'm like, okay, your Joker personality is a little different than I expected, but that's fine. Arthur and the Joker are definitely different people.
Okay.
Then we see the Waynes come out of the theater and they get shot, but they get shot not because it was a mugging. Granted, the pearls do break. They get shot because him killing the Wall Street people has started this movement of all these people that decided we're going to wear clown masks.
Kill the high-ranking people.
Kill the rich. That's what it is.
I like that, actually.
It wasn't bad, but it was never his intent. And
no.
He ends up just kind of going with it.
I like, okay.
Now, the movie that came out first is Zorro and the Gay Blade, rather than just Zorro. So there was more jokes they were kind of making Thomas Wayne look like a shitty person throughout all this, and I don't know what that new fucking goal is of just being nasty to Thomas Wayne. But it ends with Joaquin sitting there talking to a therapist. Okay? It's the same person that was his social worker, but her hair's different. Also, his hair's no longer green because he dyes his hair green. He's still got long hair, but it's not green anymore. The theory that was brought to me is Batman doesn't exist, Joker doesn't exist, Gotham doesn't exist. It's all in his head. When he kills someone, he's killing off a personality. The movie ends with him talking to her, and then it shows him walking down the hallway and leaving bloody footprints like he may have killed her. And then he goes to the end of the hall, he kind of dances a little bit, he goes down the hall, then you see him coming back by, and then you see orderlies go running after him. Yeah.
Okay. That is a very interesting tale. So sorry for the spoiler cast, but then again, it's,
we'll put it in the title and all that. You know, Joker. Q finally watches Joker or something. Full spoiler cast. I think it would be a great story about how the rich don't care, about how our programs get shut down, all of that stuff. I just don't know why they felt they needed the catalyst of the Joker and Batman to tell that story, because those more felt in the way than anything. It felt like you were expecting too much from this established universe while this story is going on.
Okay, so what you're telling me is if there wasn't something that was attaching it to characters that you already had at least halfway semblance to, you would be more connected?
I would be more connected, yes. Also, I feel like they could have cut out some of the stuff that kind of interrupted some of the pacing.
Oh, well, that's my problem with most movies nowadays, is that there's a lot of like interrupts or pacing issues, and I want, if I can have Punisher Warzone without the weird things of having Frank have a conscience, I'd be more better off.
That's the other part of this theory that's brought to me. Joker is the most prominent personality in his mind, which is Gotham. Batman's what's left of his conscience.
Interesting.
Which is kind of harkens into the whole "you complete me" thing that happens in the comics. Why he won't kill Batman? Why he wants Batman to either kill him or not, or nothing at all. That shit.
I remember seeing in the animated series a long time ago when Harley catches Batman and says, "I finally did it. What you couldn't do." And Joker just loses his fucking mind and throws her out of a fucking...
Yeah, it's Mad Love. Originally, you see it in the Mad Love comic, which is Harley Quinn's origin story. And he actually goes to cut Batman down afterwards. He's like, because she's like, I finally did it. I did what you couldn't, blah, blah, blah. But there's this whole thing where she's like, look, I hung him upside down because the fish's faces look like smiles when you're upside down because you couldn't get the fish to smile right and whatnot. And he cuts Batman down. He beats the shit out of her. And he's like, I'm sorry, the kid tries hard, but she doesn't understand. It's just not funny when you have to explain it. And then Batman leans in and he's like, she got closer to me than you ever did. And it's like, oh, he just put you in your fucking place.
That's worse than the shot that happened in Hateful Eight. I shot my nuts off. But damn, okay. I mean, I wanted to see this movie.
Go watch it. Yeah. It's not a waste of time. If I went over to someone's house and it was on, I'd be like, okay, this is what we're watching. I am not personally going to go and put it on.
Okay.
I'm not going to go out and buy this.
No?
No.
Oh.
But if it's on HBO one day or something, maybe I might check in for a little bit. There were definitely some cool scenes. The one you're seeing here at the top. So he does this thing throughout where he grabs his cheeks and he makes himself smile. This is after an accident and some of his paints kind of come off. So he sticks his fingers in his mouth and gets the blood so that he can make a smile on his face, which is a nice scene. And he's surrounded by people in clown masks at the time. But I don't know. Even once he becomes the Joker, it feels very much like the Joker that he is doesn't feel like Arthur turned into the Joker. It feels like Arthur might still be there somewhere because they're so different. So he does have a moment where he kind of meets a lady and stuff like that, and it's just not Harley or anything. And this is before he becomes full Joker, and so it kind of shows like he does have some like human urges and stuff. And I don't know. But what kills me is it's like they want to tell their own story, right? They don't want it to be they're like, don't come in thinking it's the comics. We didn't base any of it off the comics. That was one of the things they said, right? It's not like no comic book movie you've ever seen or something like that. This whole scene with De Niro, straight out of a Frank Miller comic. The only difference is in the comic, he doesn't just shoot him. He takes a coffee mug and breaks it and fucking gets it in his throat and kills him. The pearls, it's another Frank Miller thing. There's a couple things in here where I'm like, yeah, it's been done. So don't sit here and talk about how different you are when you're using other people's shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I want you to use other people's shit. I want you to tell that story. You just don't want to for some reason. No one wants to for some reason.
But
it's
they're
the
also
weirdest
gonna lie
thing.
about not using it.
That too.
What the fuck?
I don't know. So the other movie I saw was Brightburn. That's the evil Superman one, basically.
Yeah.
The Guns did it. James Gunn's brothers wrote it, and he produced it. Kid finds out he's got superpowers, finds out he's an alien, and starts killing people.
I will admit, some of the imagery for it is super neat, but from the trailer, I was like, I'm not a big fan of this.
So now here's where I take issue with it.
Okay. Oh.
He does it because he's tired of being bullied. We see him be bullied one time before he does anything that warrants it. He's in class. They're talking about bugs. His teacher asks a question. He answers it, and he kind of starts showing his knowledge a little further, mentions maggots, stuff like that. And the kid in the back of the class goes, "Why are you always talking about maggots, man? Is it because you are one?" And then the girl in his class, the pretty girl that he likes in his class, is like, ignore them. Showing interest in him. And then he gets superpowers and decides, I'm going to go and stalk her in her window. And then, because she saw me, she lets me fall and then calls me a pervert. And so I break the fuck out of her hand and completely just crush the living shit out of it. And then goes through and just starts killing people. Kills anyone that is going to tell his parents what he's done. Kills cops that are going to get in the way. And big spoiler here, kills his parents. Then crashes a plane into their house, basically covering up the fact that he killed all these people. But then proceeds to go through and kill thousands of people. There's videos on YouTube and stuff like that. Like they're showing all these clips at the end, news stories, stuff like that, of him just going on a rampage, killing everyone. He's decided basically he's going to kill Earth. So why cover everything up in the first place? Why are you so worried about your parents finding out about the things you've done if they don't mean enough to you to keep around? Why, it very much took the thought of nature versus nurture, and when it doesn't matter how well you're nurtured, your nature will take over. Yeah. Also, there's a weird moment where they find his porn stash. He's getting older. He's starting to notice girls, blah, blah, blah. And when they're flipping through it, at one point they find photos of organs from like a medical journal or something. And they're like, what the fuck? And then later on, someone he killed was a woman, and you see her tied up somewhere dead, and he's like opened her up and displayed everything.
That's weird.
Yeah. Also, he uses his laser beams to kill someone at one point. Laser beams them through their eye sockets out the back of their head, and it's probably a good 30-second long thing. And I'm like, did he have a lead plate in his fucking head? We watched him cut a fucking door for a freezer, one of those big freezer doors, in half like that with his laser vision, but it took him several seconds to burn through this guy's head. I was like, what the fuck?
But steel's heavier than feathers.
Like dags.
I never really wanted to see this movie. It always struck me as very...
I felt they deserved a lawsuit.
forced outcome. When I saw the trailer, I was like, if a kid gains superpowers and he is of like that element, why would he go that far over?
Yeah.
And you telling me that he went that far over and then some, I'm like, that's very far-fetched.
Yeah, and then you've got the true original version of this, which is Superman Under the Red Sun.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's just, he falls in communist Russia, so he's raised to be a communist. He believes in, Mother Russia, and he goes out and he kind of polices the world under Mother Russia's role. It shows that depending on where he lands, will change him.
Even not under the Red Sun, Injustice does similar.
Yeah,
where he is, I am the true God no one can beat me. If you can beat me, okay, good job, but you're still going to work under me.
Yeah. But this went, fuck how he was treated. Fuck how he was raised. Fuck how good his parents are.
Yeah, fuck everything, because he's just going to kill him anyways. So, 6.1 on IMDb, 57 on Rotten Tomatoes, 44 on Metacritic, and 77 from Google users. This is low on all accounts. So, I mean, I would...
It's probably in the 50s range for me. The other thing is, it's an R-rated fucking horror movie, which is getting harder to find nowadays, because I've got one more fucking horror movie that I watched over this weekend, or actually watched yesterday, that's a fucking PG-13, and you can tell. Some of the death things happen off screen.
And it's rated R.
Yeah, so there's one point where he's killing someone by taking them from the first floor, flying them up through the ceiling, and smashing them into the second floor ceiling, and then back down repeatedly until they are, like, dead. It's happening, but you're focusing on someone that's under a bed in a bedroom. So you're looking from one side of the bed, past the bed, through the rest of the room, into the hallway where it's going on. But the camera is focused on the person under the bed, so it's fuzzy. It's that blurry, out of focus thing.
Depth perception.
Yeah. And then they throw her body over, and she's laying there bleeding.
Okay. I mean, thanks, James Gunn.
He just produced it.
I thought he did more than that. Let's find out.
His brothers wrote it.
Yeah, his brothers wrote it. He produced it. Directed by Yarovesky.
Yeah, I don't know who Yarovesky is. You click this one, I'll bring it up.
Oh, I was about to do that, but that works too.
He worked on Guardians. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it could have been better. You've got someone with all of Superman's powers, and you're going for dark, bloody, R-rated. You could have done more. Granted, there is a great scene with some glass falling in someone's eye.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that would have freaked me the fuck out, because you know me and eyes.
But it's all happenstance. Yeah, he blew up the light bulb while she was looking at it, but he didn't put the glass in her eye. Yeah. It lands dead center, and then you start seeing through her vision where it's like that eye is
jacked.
No, she's seeing clearly from one eye, and then the other ones, it's almost like she's looking through a window with blood on it. I'm like, that's not how that would work. The last horror movie I saw was Gretel and Hansel. It's PG-13. It's crap. It's not scary. It's not a grim fairy tale, if you ask me.
And I love grim fairy tales.
It's all over the place. How much do you want to know about this one?
Hit me, man. If you're saying, hold on, let's bring up some memory.
Okay.
Hansel and...
We'll just name this one the Spoilercast.
Yeah.
It's Gretel and Hansel.
We're just gonna do this then. Oh.
Yeah, see, that's bringing up the actual story.
I don't think the placement of them, but okay, Gretel and Hansel. I spelled it a little wrong, but it's...
You may have to get rid of Grimm, because it's still bringing up the actual Grimm fairy tale. There we go.
Oh, my.
I feel Rotten Tomatoes is being far too fucking generous with this at a 63%.
Yeah, Fandango
it was boring. Sorry, go ahead.
Fandango gave it a 23.
Google users gave it a 43. What does that fucking tell you?
Yeah.
There was maybe 5 people in the theater with us.
Well, yeah, okay. Go ahead, as you were saying.
So Gretel and Hansel. Gretel's older, substantially. It starts with her going to a place where a guy needs a maid. Turns out he needs a prostitute, and he's asking if she's a virgin, stuff like that. She leaves. Mom's like, you didn't get the job. You and your brother need to leave now. You don't have a place here. I can't keep you. And then she stabs an axe into the table going, get the fuck out or I'm going to chop you to pieces. So they leave. They find a place to stay. Some weird creature type things in there. She punches in the face. Its eye falls out. And then some huntsman shoots it in the head with an arrow. Gives them a path on how to get to a place where they'll be accepted. They come across the witch's house. Hansel sneaks in. Gretel is freaking out because she can't get in. Witch comes out with her brother. Oh, come in, have food, and stay. Letting them eat, letting them sleep, letting them wash, blah, blah, blah. She sniffs at the brother's hair, plucks a hair. She's very interested in the little boy, obviously because the witch is going to eat him, right? Then she makes a comment about the fact that Gretel is not a child, she's a woman. And then that night, Gretel has a period. So she's only interested in eating Hansel because he's a child. Gretel is now considered an adult because she's a woman now because she had her period. Also, Gretel has some slight abilities, so the witch has decided she's going to teach her how to be a witch. So she gets rid of Hansel to keep him out of her way, because that's what's going to stop Gretel from becoming a true witch. I skipped the scene where they're starving in the woods, so they come across mushrooms that she talks to, and they don't say anything back, but she says, I think they said, eat me. So they eat them, and then they sit there laughing their asses off because they're high. So then they go, and the witch is teaching her how to be a witch, and she's enjoying it, but she doesn't like the fact that Hansel's gone. So she fights the witch back. The witch is going to make Hansel walk himself into fire, basically. So she uses her witch powers to hold the witch above the fire with a stick so that the witch catches on fire and dies. Also, the witch, which she's doing her super witchy stuff down in this weird basement thing, becomes a young woman that looks nothing like the actress that plays the witch. Furthermore, we do see a flashback of the witch when she was young, and it's a completely different person than the young version of her that we see when she's doing her witchy shit in the basement. She saves Hansel. She tells Hansel, go on your way, get some stuff so that he can become rich. He picks up an axe. It's clear he's going to become the new huntsman, because they were talking about making a franchise based off of this, despite the fact that the movie's failing. Gretel leaves to go become a witch. She's going to go and learn how to be a witch, but she's going to be a good witch. That's the movie.
I'm sorry, you said things, I understood them. What?
Yeah.
I took off my glasses and just tried to absorb what you were saying. That sounds like a fucked up movie. I would have walked out.
I almost fell asleep more than once. So did Lauren. And as soon as the movie ends, I leaned over, I went, that was weird. And she goes, that was dumb.
Yeah, I'm right there with Lauren on that.
And
one.
I agree.
I'm not even with it.
It was not good. And I feel bad because the trailer made this look like a horror movie.
It made it look
There's
good.
nothing fucking scary about this. There's nothing gruesome about this. Yeah, you find out the food's made from rotten food and a baby arm. Whoop-de fucking do.
The baby.
Which is like, where the fuck did she get the baby arm from?
Eat the baby. And also, why didn't you eat the baby, you fucking wasteful motherfucker?
And the final movie, the piece de resistance. I went and saw Sonic.
My mom can't say that.
Huh?
My mom cannot say that.
Piece de resistance?
Piece de resistance.
Wow, what's wrong with her?
I don't know, but she was trying to say it earlier this morning and just could not.
That's funny.
But
Sonic was good.
Sonic was good. Good.
Sonic was really good.
And
it ends with a little two after credits.
Really?
Before the main credits, yeah. So you get like Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, and then you get it's actually the scene we've seen in the trailer where he looks full Robotnik.
Okay.
And then a little bit of like those like big credits where it's like the names are coming by. It's not the scroll, and then you get another one that sets up for the sequel.
Ooh.
And then you get the credits.
Okay, don't spoil that for
I won't.
me. Okay. Because I might actually see this.
Go see it.
I'm gonna go see it.
There's plenty of references to the game with the way he does things, like tapping his foot, stuff like that. The way he fights Robotnik. It gives a reason behind the rings rather than they're just rings that you pick up, because the game's never really gave a reasoning. It's just you pick up the rings.
You pick up the rings. You get 100, you get a life.
Yeah,
that's it.
When he gets injured, if he has the rings on him, he does spill them.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Hold on. Let me take a sip of my drink here.
Okay. You ready? You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Holy shit. They overhauled this, and for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they went back and worked on this. I'm actually, you know what? Let me see about the box office.
It's doing well. It made 21 just from Friday. Pre-sales were pushing it for over 60.
40, 87 million.
Yeah, but global. Cumulative 101 million globally.
Okay, so it's in the green right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
So I think that a sequel that starts with a good-looking one, rather than a bad-looking one that people are going to be disappointed on, has a chance.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey is fucking amazing. There's a point where he puts on some music to do some evil shit, and the playlist straight up says "Playlist of Anarchy." They definitely made it make sense with what the game had laid out without pulling in the canon of the cartoons.
Okay. So it's not trying to Sonic Boom the shit out of this.
No, it's its own story. but while bringing in plenty of elements. So now one thing that was always, everyone was like, well, Jim Carrey's super tall and skinny. He's not egg-shaped like Robotnik, so he's not Eggman, because Robotnik is Robotnik, or he's Eggman. One thing I will tell you, he names people because he's staying hidden on Earth. Like, he's not talking to people. This isn't his planet.
Mm.
He names people based off of the things he notices about them. So the cop eats a lot of donuts and has a little toy donut that he kind of like practices speeches with or something like that. So he names him Donut Man. The cop's wife does yoga, so he names her Pretzel Lady. Because of the shape of Robotnik's drones, he names him Eggman. So you still get the Eggman thing. It was good.
Okay, all right.
Knowing the voice actor for Sonic, having seen him do a live action role, you cannot tell it's the same person. I don't know what you would know him from. The only thing I know him from is Parks and Rec. He's John Ralphio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, wouldn't have.
Completely different guy.
Yeah, wouldn't have.
You do not realize. Even so, like, you don't realize the cop is Scott Summers from X-Men. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
To be fair, I don't count Cyclops as canon.
He had 2 movies.
Who?
He had 2
Who?
movies with that actor.
Who? What?
And then
Cyclops?
the character is also in X-Men Origins, just played by someone else.
What's a Cyclops?
Furthermore, his dad
I
is
don't like Cyclops.
Furthermore, his dad is technically in First Class.
Oh my god.
So it's good. I was laughing all throughout the movie.
Good.
Little jokes, big jokes.
Jim Carrey being on screen.
Jim Carrey. Some of it was things like, you saw the scene when he goes meow and he gets shot in the leg with the tranq dart. That's in the trailer. Well, the next there's another scene in the trailer where he falls face down. It's because it's after that, and he's talking that his legs feel like spaghetti, so he's gonna need help, and he tries to walk and just face first into the ground. So it's slapsticky. I laugh about that. I think the only thing that this movie suffered from was its soundtrack wasn't as good as it could have been. It starts out with him running to Queen, which is great, and then from there the soundtrack kind of just dissolves.
Okay.
Other than that, good movie. Go watch it.
I'm just curious what other tracks are on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Speed Me Up.
Like, they had reasonings, but it's just
the Paradise. That's right.
it's not actually in the movie.
Oh.
That was in the original trailer. It might be in the credits. I don't remember being in the credits, but yeah.
Ex Ambassadors, good stuff. Let's Creek Bop.
Yeah, but that's in the trailer too. That's not actually in the movie, I don't think.
Okay.
Because that's what they replaced Gangsta's Paradise with when they redid the trailer.
Ellie Goulding.
So, I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's not too. Imagine Dragons, more Ex Ambassadors, and it's nothing too. One Republic. Never mind. Okay, never mind. We're getting some pretty big numbers here. I mean,
it just didn't feel right for a lot of the scenes. Like, very few of the songs worked for the scenes.
Okay.
Queen worked for the scene they used. So,
okay.
That's it for the movie stuff. We can go into the news now. We watched a lot of... I watched a lot. I have Regal Unlimited now, so I'm going to be, like, constantly doing movie things.
Good.
I plan on seeing Bad Boys 3 here very soon, and The Gentleman.
Good. So, the new Mulan movie. You brought something up to me that I didn't know.
I didn't know either. I only knew because of the thing I read.
Yeah, but even still, neither one of us knew.
Yeah.
It had Donnie Yen in it. That far I knew. And then you told me that Jet Li was the Emperor, and I was like, "What?"
It doesn't look like him.
It does not look like him, but just thought we'd have a bit of that.
I don't know that I will go and see this, even with Movies Unlimited. I just do not care to see this.
Because you want Mushu.
I want Mushu. I want the music. I want what she does to hide herself to mean something, rather than in this she just puts her hair in a ponytail. And the other one, it's like the big empowering scene where she cuts her hair and all that. She doesn't do that in this one. She puts her hair in a ponytail and she just heads out, and everyone believes she's a dude.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, even
Cricket has a voice actress. Okay.
So you kept the cricket but not Mushu?
I guess.
Fucking stupid. The cricket didn't even talk in the movie. Mushu had to translate everything. Ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jet Li is the Emperor. That's cool. I'll wait for this to hit Disney Plus.
It'll probably go super fast.
If it bombs in the box office, it will. But I don't know that it's gonna bomb.
I don't think it will either. Like, all of their live action stuff has been hitting hard.
Despite people always coming at me like, I don't like the way this is looking. And then they all still go and see it for some reason.
Because it's quick moving. It's something good for the kids. If it's good for the kids, it's gonna be good. And then like, well, this is what I grew up with. Let's see what these kids are gonna grow up with.
That being said, there's a new Despicable Me movie coming out, and Lauren is pissed beyond belief because
I know she is.
She hates Minions so much.
I know she does. I don't neutral. I'm chaotic neutral to it. Like I don't mind it because what is it doing me any harm? No. Is it a franchise I don't want to see grow? Not really. There's a lot of things that are positives about
right
it.
now, looking at the future of animated movies that are coming out, there's only one I want to see, and that's Onward. That looks good. The new one from Pixar, where the two brothers, which I didn't realize one of them's voiced by Chris Pratt. The bigger one's voiced by Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, that one's a good one. The next Spider-Man set, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, but we're not getting that until I think 2022.
Maybe.
I think that's what Sony came out and said.
Oh, then okay.
Because they didn't immediately start working on it after the success of the other one.
Okay, then yeah, that's it for me too. Like that's gonna be a while.
We're not gonna have a big Marvel season for a while. I mean, we got Black Widow coming out, but
Black Widow and then
Internals.
The Disney Plus shows.
Oh yeah, Disney Plus shows. But then we got the Eternals also that they're working on. I think until they figure out Fantastic Four, we're not gonna have a big slate again. I think Fantastic Four will be the next one because they're the first family in Marvel. So I feel like that'll be their new Avengers, and that'll do a bunch of connected movies and stuff. So I think that'll probably be when we see the next big blow up.
Oh yeah, with the Fantastic Four, we're going to be getting. Let's see, the Fantastic Four brings in Silver Surfer, Doom, and a few really good villains.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought Skrull would have already moved over with that, but
but they made them good guys.
They made them good guys, but at the same time, it makes me wonder.
The Super Skrull, yeah,
the one that takes over the powers of the Fantastic
I'm
Four.
kind of hoping what they do is since they made good Skrulls, I'm hoping they go, you know what? There are good Skrulls,
but there's also bad Skrulls.
So, because I feel like the Secret Invasion could be an amazing fucking thing.
Secret Invasion, or even just the Secret War, where we get everything from A to Z pulled into
the
Secret
I think the problem with that would be bringing
Punisher
back
War Machine. Hello.
Yeah, I think the problem with that would be bringing back Downey, bringing back Evans. I don't think they'll come back.
I think they're going to keep that canon where Downey's dead and
spoiler
for a 6 month.
Yeah.
Oh no, more than that. But even still, where
my brother still doesn't know.
Oh, that's on him then.
He hasn't watched it yet.
Well,
he's behind.
Does he listen to our cast? No. Oh.
He's a bad brother.
Yeah. Well, okay, fine. Insert the things that have already happened, I think can still happen, and then just has a regular Avengers initiative where...
Make it to where it can only bring back those that are still around.
It'll just be them. It doesn't need everybody. Sure, it'd be nice.
If I was Marvel, I would sit on Secret Wars for a while. Do Secret Invasion. Do Original Sin. Do all that shit. Sit on Secret Wars for the day when Sony finally gives up on Spider-Man and sells, and you can literally just take their Earth and smash it into another one and blow it the fuck up and kill them all. Because Morbius looks like shit and Venom is shit.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. I don't like how Morbius looks.
It's this Sony platform. So Sony does this thing where it's like, we casted a big actor for this role. We casted Tom Hardy to play Venom, so we don't want to hide his face. So you're going to get maybe 20 minutes of Venom, if that. Everything else will be Tom Hardy hearing a voice. Because we paid for Tom Hardy, so why would we hide him? And they're doing it again with Leto.
Well,
we see Leto.
Hold on. To be fair, it's a teaser trailer. Let's wait for the real trailer before we go saying anything.
We did have a big trailer. We have a 2-minute trailer now where we see gnashy teeth fucking Morbius. But we also see Leto running around climbing on walls and kicking the shit out of people just as Leto. Without the teeth and without the dark eyes and all that shit.
So without actually looking like Morbius.
Yes, because they don't want to sit there and hide the face. Same thing with Gyllenhaal. When they said Gyllenhaal was going to be a Mysterio, I went,
well, there's a Chrome Dome.
There we go. Chrome Dome's not going to wear his fucking dome. And what do we see? No dome, no dome, no dome, no dome. Even to the point that in the fucking trailer, he's flying around shooting beams without the dome.
It's a why bother?
Because Sony is... I feel like they know that putting the big actor in is going to get people in the seats. Past that, they don't care.
Okay.
They don't care if you're happy with the movie. They just want your money.
So... if I was Sony right now, if I was some Sony executive right now, I'd be saying to myself, let's start looking at what the positives and negatives are from the user perspective and start actually listening, because Venom did not do well. Venom did not sell well.
They're still making a sequel.
And
it just leaked set photos too.
Yeah. So what warranted them to make it? What gave them the green light to say, this is a good idea?
They're going to try connecting it, because we already saw it in the Morbius trailer. They're going to try connecting it to Spider-Man. They're going to try connecting it to the MCU. They're going to use the fucking big ball of money that is the MCU to make their movies make money.
Venom 2 better not flop.
They don't...
Morbius I'm neutral to, just because, I mean, Morbius doesn't have too much. He was, as far as I know from the animated series, he was Peter Parker's friend.
Not really.
But kind of associate.
There you go. They competed in school.
Yes. And then, he's like, I'm going to try doing that weird spider shit, but with bats.
Yeah, well, in the comic, it's actually more he's sick, which they're showing in the Morbius trailers. He's walking with the crutches and whatnot. He was trying to cure something that was affecting him and a lot of people from his country.
Okay, and that's cool.
In the process, turned himself into Morbius.
I like that. And
which it looks like they're keeping that.
And then during that Morbius set was when Punisher got nudged into that animated series. And I was like, there was one major
They also nudge in Blade because of that.
Did they?
Yeah, later on.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, along with Whistler.
Oh.
Yeah, later on, Morbius comes back around, and so he comes in because he's like, there's a vampire.
Yeah, there's one major thing I did not like about that Frank Castle.
The whole non-lethal thing?
No, I was fine with that.
Because it's cartoon. Okay,
it was just cartoon.
Was it the Rambo band and Rambo thing tied around his head?
No, because that's war journal.
Okay.
He smiled.
When did he smile?
At the very beginning, when he was like, I'm the Punisher. I punish the wicked. He has this, like, goofy fucking grin on his fucking face.
That's terrible.
Now, I will say...
I don't remember that. That's so bad.
What I will say at the very... how his voice actor was, I will say, pretty fine and fair. Mm-hmm. I like that voice actor.
Okay.
The major cusp, of course, was just his smile, but he portrayed how the Punisher would be. Always hunting, always acting, always in motion, never sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep is always hard for those who can't. So I was glad that they gave him that cut. They didn't go too far into his backstory, but they kind of made it like super dark where, they're flying around a kite, then all of a sudden gunshots, the kite drops. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, they still did their good stuff there.
Like, okay, all right.
No, I feel like Sony doesn't want to put the work in. They just want the money. So they're using the hype of Spider-Man. They're using the hype of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's why they're making these deals with Marvel in the first place, because they're like, Amazing Spider-Man 2, they didn't do the greatest. They made some money, but not a lot.
I mean...
So they're using the MCU to push their...
agenda.
Yeah, because they're more about the buck than they are the audience. I mean, how many studios come out and thank you for 10 years of greatness? Disney did that, and Sony's not going to do that. Sony doesn't give a fuck.
I don't know. I want Sony to think about us.
Which is crazy, because I do believe Sony owns Paramount. And Paramount thought about us when it came to Sonic.
Well, to be fair, Paramount is probably ran by someone else.
Yeah.
Sony probably doesn't direct run it, but I get your point. I get it. I don't know. I want Sony to take a look at us. What do we want? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Sony, the gaming area is like, well, here's God of War, the greatest game of 2019.
Here's Spider-Man.
Should have
been considered the second greatest game of 2019.
Yeah. Sorry. Didn't mean to undersell that.
No, it's not that you undersold it. What bothers me was the thing that, like, it got completely snuffed at the awards.
It did.
And let me tell you, that game deserved so much more fucking praise than it got, just purely for the story.
Oh, yeah. The fact that they worked really hard, all the costumes, all the effort that was just put in, the entire city. You said that the Baxter Building is in it, the Pizza Time song.
No, the Baxter Building is not in it. That's the one that's missing.
Okay.
And we're thinking that's because Marvel didn't own Fox yet.
Copy. Okay, well, even still, they did something for the Fantastic Four with Bagman.
Yeah, you get the Bagman suit.
Yeah.
That, I think, came in after the acquisition.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that they still did their nods. And it was a free DLC, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they knew what they were doing.
Mhm.
They still know what they're doing. It's just they need a push in the right direction as far as movies. If it's animated, they seem to have animated down on control. It's
And
just they need to work
feel
harder
like
on that.
we're
then.
seeing the same thing over at Warner Brothers.
Animated is better than the live action.
Animated is better than live action. Kevin Smith talked about it years ago that when they tapped him to write a Superman movie, he went, "You guys own DC. Why don't you get one of those guys?" And they went, "Those are comic book guys.
That's right.
We want a film writer." And it's like, well, first of all, I love Kevin Smith, but you went with the Clerks guy, And he said the same thing.
Yeah,
But watching Joker last night, it's like, yeah, or not last night, but a couple nights ago, it's like that was, it was okay.
Was it a comic book writer who wrote it? No. It was a film writer who.
And now you've got the Batman or whatever it's going to be called that is not connected to anything.
The Bold and the Brave.
There you go. So you've got this Batman movie that's not connected to anything, completely new cast, all that stuff. You got James Gunn's Suicide Squad that's like a reboot, remake thing. They're going completely new on that, except for the fact that he says that Harley Quinn does play a huge part in it. I'm assuming it's Margot Robbie. And then you got Birds of Prey, which is tanking. So what did they do? They changed the name of the movie at the theaters to call it Harley Quinn, the Birds of Prey, because they think the reason people aren't going to see it is because they don't realize it's a Harley Quinn movie.
When it's not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be, and that's not why people are going to see it. People are going to see it because it looks like shit. That's why no one's going to see it. So they changed the name of the theaters. It is now Harley Quinn. They either call it Harley Quinn or they call it Harley Quinn the Birds of Prey.
That hurt my head a little.
While all this is going on, so
I need
the universe is done, but they're still going to make a sequel to Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam that are stuck in that weird limbo of being part of the universe of Justice League, but not directly connected anymore because...
What the fuck, DC? Well,
Warner
what the fuck anything right now?
Yeah, Warner Brothers doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Let's talk about good news.
Okay.
All right. So you're with Xbox Game Pass. I'm right there beside you with your family share.
Yes.
There's a lot of good shit coming.
Yes.
So coming soon to console, Yakuza 0,
which will be my intro to the Yakuza franchise.
which will be the one of the better ones because it's a very long game.
Okay.
You're gonna be sitting there a while.
How pissed are you going to be if I beat it in like 2 days?
Not very, because it's going to probably take you all 2 of those days.
Just take work off for 2 days.
Ninja Gaiden 2. It's one of the better ones. It's not Sigma by any way, shape, or form. It's not Black by any way, shape, or form.
Two questions about Ninja Gaiden.
Go for it.
One, is it Gaiden or Gaiden? Because I've heard it both ways.
Either or. It's. I've always heard it pronounced Gaiden.
Okay.
So.
I don't know what the word means anyways.
Okay.
I would prefer. I'm one of those people that's like, let me do the research and find out. Because it's like, here's the one time Sony did listen to us was when the Venom trailer dropped and they call it the fucking symbiote. And everyone lost their minds, so they had to re-record the symbiote. Or like the fucking Christopher Nolan ones. Raz Al Ghul. It's fucking race. It's a real word, you dumbasses. Like, it's not a made-up fucking name. It's real. It's fucking race. It's pronounced race, you stupid bastards.
We're getting angry.
I know.
We're getting angry.
So yeah, with Gaiden, I've always wondered, but I've never actually took the time to figure it out.
Okay, and it is a very balls-to-the-wall game, so...
I've never played it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I start 2?
You can start 2. Okay. You can start Black. If you happen to have Ninja Gaiden Black, play that one. I guarantee you'll quit in less than 5 hours.
I think it was on PlayStation Now, but I don't have PlayStation Now anymore.
Okay. If you ever have a chance to play it ever, do that one first, but this one might be right about there.
Okay.
Wasteland Remastered.
I'm excited.
I'm neutral. I'm not too big on the real-time strategies anymore. Like, the only one I'm still playing right now is Pillars of Eternity, because that was on Game Pass not too long ago, and I've delved into it a little.
I want to see how much they improved it. That's the big thing that I'm curious about.
Okay. 2 Point Hospital, the only simulation game that I will ever probably promote in the next near future because of how easy and simple it is.
What if Sims 5 turns out to be good? Granted, it's being made by EA and it's not coming out for console.
Let me see it first.
Okay.
But as of right this point in time, it's the only one I'm pushing. Okay. Like, Sims 4 looks okay, but would I play it? Or
Sims 4 is good on PC. It runs like shit on console.
I've heard. And the Jackbox Party Pack 3. I remember last week you said that they pulled 2. They probably pulled it so that way they could put this on.
I wonder if 3 has any of the games from 2 because I never got the chance to fuck around with it.
3 I heard has the really fun one where you have to one player draws one thing while another player draws another thing and it cross stitches. So your team has to guess what you're drawing while your team has to
Interesting.
guess what you're drawing, and they're both conflicting.
That's kind of cool.
And then here's the big note for this. Are you ready? Kingdom fucking Hearts 3.
I feel like they realized everyone that's going to buy it bought it. So
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll put it on Game Pass for a few months. And then what we'll do is, because if you're a Game Pass person, you get the Game Pass games for a discount.
Yeah.
And they tell you ahead of time when they're leaving. I bet you anything, it'll be on for a little bit. And I am not caught up. Get rid of the AEW shit, bitch. I'm not caught
so
up.
sorry. That kick was so clean, though.
So I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to use this for people to be like, oh, I've always been curious. Let me try it. This is good. Oh, crap, they're removing it. Let me buy it while it's on sale.
Okay.
I think that's what this is.
Well, I mean, even still, I'm probably gonna.
I'll play it.
I'm probably gonna beat it. Shit. And then for the PC beta, we're getting the Reigns variant of Game of Thrones, where you get to decide your nation through sitting on the nice throne of swords.
Sword of Thrones.
Sword of Thrones. Sword of Thrones.
Could you imagine that? A
And-
sword made out of thrones?
And a game that I've had my eye on for a very long time, Indivisible.
Not Goat Simulator.
Goatson is still on there, so
Yeah, I played it for a rewards thing the other day, but this is so fucking stupid.
it is stupid, but it's fun. You cannot deny it. If you say it's not fun, Quincy, you're not doing it right.
I played it for probably a good half an hour, got through what I needed to do, dicked around a little bit more to see how it felt, and then I was like, I think I'm done.
Okay, all right.
And I uninstalled it.
Oh,
So,
okay, all right. I'm not gonna.
but I
try.
already own it through the fact that it was a gold game, so I didn't even need Game Pass for it.
No, but you wanted the new
The reward
rewards.
thing, yeah.
But God, when I clicked onto AEW Dynamite, there was a fucking mini video, and I want to watch it again. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh my God,
Yeah, it's one of the Young Bucks, I think.
he did a lot of hit on that.
I
Hold
think
on.
it's one of the Young Bucks. They do super kicks amazingly.
Like, he followed through. You don't see that kind of... Not even Shawn Michaels does that far of a follow-through.
Watch what you say. Someone might come up here and kill you. Yeah, it's one of the Young Bucks. Him and his brother,
God.
they can do tandem fucking super kicks. Perfect every fucking time. Whether it's on the same person, two people at the same time. They even do their backflips at the same fucking time. They are so in sync. It's fucking scary. But yeah,
Never mind. That actually has some pretty good reminiscence of the HBK.
Yeah, I think that's who they're fans of, who they're inspired by. We're going. Oh, I definitely haven't seen any of that yet.
Oh, sorry. No more.
There's a pay-per-view coming to town, and we're gonna go.
Oh.
I don't think they've dropped dates yet. When they drop dates, I'll let you know if you want to go too. Tickets aren't bad.
I know, like $25 for mid rolls, as far as I know.
I think so. Yeah.
So I was like, shit, yeah.
What is this?
So what do you know about H3H3 or Ethan Klein?
Nothing.
Nothing. He's a podcaster, YouTuber. He's a pretty popular one. He tries to kind of like squash drama. He's not one that usually he'll spark it up if it's of good interest.
Okay.
He's not gonna be like, oh, this so and so started shit with this so and so now I'm in the middle of it. Sure, he'll fucking brawl on Twitter, but when it comes to his YouTube business, he's pretty straightforward. And he just recently had a kid about maybe a year ago. I think maybe they turned 1. Had for a little bit did a handshake with SpongeBob, and I believe his brand is Teddy Fresh. And so SpongeBob Teddy Fresh. So there's a little bit of pop culture clothing for little ones.
Aw, that's cute. SpongeBob looks more like SpongeBob than that bear thing looks like anything.
Yeah, there's more to it. 2/27 at 10 a.m. There's going to be the drop where it'll have a lot more clothing than what is already shown on Ethan's Twitter. He's excited to bring it out. He's a guy.
10 a.m. PST time.
Pacific
time, yeah.
Yeah. And another little tiny thing about Ethan, he just got blocked by Jake Paul, so he's like, yeah, I know it's immature, but look at this idiot. He blocked me. LOL.
What does it say that I have no idea who that is?
Ethan?
No.
Or Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
I forget which one it is, whether it's him or his brother, but the one who flew down to Japan and did the dabbing on the corpse in the suicide forest.
I never saw that.
You never saw that either?
No.
In short, one of the ones that are...
So what I'm gathering, it's a good thing I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disney Channel fame.
For what?
Oh, God. He did a rap where he was just like, yo, let me get you with my Disney Channel flow. Like, he's one of those types.
No clue.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm fine not knowing what the fuck that is.
Okay. Well, even still, I just wanted to get a little bit of pop culture out there.
Yeah. Go check out some cool SpongeBob baby clothes. That's cool.
Yeah. And I love Ethan. Ethan's a great guy. He has his own podcast. He does mostly the drama. He doesn't do much of the news.
Okay.
You know, he tries to.
I like the news.
Yeah, we like.
I like being excited about things while also hating everything.
Let's stick around the pop culture clothing. Where the fuck is it? There it is.
There you go.
So, one of our favorite movies, whether it be to love or to hate,
it's to love.
It's to love. There are a few people that
are
listening.
Wrong.
You're right, but they are entitled to their opinions.
Are they listeners?
Probably.
I'm gonna kick Goon's ass. Tim,
it
isn't it?
It is not. It isn't good. No, I think Goon actually likes this movie.
Actually, everyone should. So it's Space Jam.
Space Jam.
This Socks. I'll kick her ass.
No, Socks. I think Socks is okay with it. But moving on. They made shoes based on Mr. Swackhammer, the coach / boss of the Monstars.
MON.
Yeah, and just drones off.
They're actually very loud looking shoes.
They are neon fucking green with this nice sky blue bottom soles. They have these translucent bits in them.
Is this purple back here?
It looks like a purple back. Yeah, it looks like a purple backing because it's his tie, I think.
Okay.
It's very vibrant.
Pink on the tongue, but the tongue's in two parts. The second part is green and has a tiger on it, while also having what almost looks like a very scale-esque feel to it.
Yeah.
And the tongues don't match. Look, the tongue on the right shoe
top
has a weird top piece that the tongue on the left shoe doesn't have.
What is it?
And then blue laces and a blue Nike swish.
Yeah.
So these are Nike LeBron 17, Mr. Smackhammer inspired by Space Jam's main villain. They just went live today at $225. Now, we are still supposed to be getting the sequel to this. Oh, there's more photos. We're still supposed to be getting a sequel to Space Jam with LeBron. So it's kind of cool that they did the LeBron shoes with the Space Jam. Oh, it even says Space Jam on the tongue.
No, on the tongue. These are on
sorry, not the tongue. The soles. Sorry, yeah, I meant soles. And then it's got LeBron's signature on the bottom, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were pulling up where they're available at.
Nike. Yeah, only available at Nike.
Okay. So you can't get them at a footwear.
Oh, wow. They are selling the fuck. Wow.
Yeah, all they have left is men's 18 and men's 17, which is women's 18.5, or 19.5 and women's 18.5. So big ass feet. So most likely people that are just ordering them to have them, not to actually wear them. Oh, is that a variant?
Yeah, Monstars.
Oh, they have a Monstar one that looks so fucking cool. That one still has availables.
Wow.
I don't understand how. A lot of availables. There's only a chunk of sizes that are gone. I'd be more into those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It kind of looks like molten lava.
A little bit. So it's got the design on the back that kind of flows throughout. It's got a black or a purple? I can't quite tell.
It looks like a ash, like
okay.
A dark ash soot.
And then it still does the see-through thing, which is a purpley glittery color. Got the two different tongue parts still. I like these ones a lot better than the other ones.
Yeah, I do too.
And how much are these?
$225.
$225 also. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's just the shoe type.
Well, look at the bottom of it. That's a weird looking sole.
I like it. Cool.
That would be the coolest footprint.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. So, yeah, if you're a shoe fan, if you're a LeBron fan, if you're a Space Jam fan, if you're all those, you're having a hell of a day, go check these out. They're available on Nike's website. Lots of sizes left in the Monstars. You want to talk about this?
Yeah, sure. I'm not big on Who, so
Okay. What about the Who?
yeah,
You like the Who?
I like the Who.
So Build-A-Bear. I feel like the reason why Build-A-Bear is able to stay around in a day and age where buying a stuffed animal that expensive is outrageous is one, the experience, two, the contracts they sign. And we've talked about a couple of them before, and now they just signed one. Build-A-Bear is getting Doctor Who teddy bears. One of them is David Tennant's, and the other one is the actual current Doctor. So it's Tennant's with the chucks, the suit, the jacket, his screwdriver, and his 3D glasses he likes to wear. And then the current Doctor's is her hoodie with her suspenders and shirt, and her current screwdriver as well, and her boots. They're very cute. I think they're about, they're roughly around the normal price of like around 20 something. We've got a British price. It's $21.50.
We don't know. We don't know if it's right around here.
It's not confirmed for here yet. I thought it was.
No, it says the range will be launching online in the U.S. later this month.
Okay, yeah. So you'll be able to get them online. Okay.
Maybe. I'll close out of that.
No. I kind of wish they had done all of the current Doctors. I would have liked to seen 9 and 11s as well. 9 would have had a leather jacket. 11s would have had a very different suit from David's. So.
Oh, okay.
And 9 is my favorite Doctor. It was my first one. He was only for one season, a very short season, sadly. So, where do you want to go from here?
Everywhere but up, my dude.
We're just going down.
Shit.
You almost made us go down. Damn near spilt a fucking drink on the board here.
It's okay. Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine.
Maybe
Okay.
Heart attack.
Okay. Witcher.
There you go. You
Cross
right?
saves.
You dying?
I'm dying. So The Witcher now has cross saves between PC and the Switch. I like that. I like that idea a lot.
I think it's the only way it makes sense.
And also, it really does save. It allows for people to be like, I want to be able to play this on, the Switch, but I don't see a reason to buy it when I already have it on PC.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good push. This is a very good push.
You're on a flight.
Yeah.
You want to play some Witcher.
Yeah.
You're on a train. Play some Witcher.
Yeah, and I want to play on my save file. And, you can now.
Yeah, it's not like it's a second game. So, yeah, the graphics are a little lower, which is something that's, bothered me. But now it's like, well, I can go home and play on my big screen with the power of my computer and be happy.
Or if you're out and about, like you said, take it with.
At a family reunion, and that weird aunt won't stop talking to you, and you're just going,
oh, hey, I got to kill you in the game because you're a hag.
A little rude, but okay. I just left a weird aunt, but all right.
I was gonna try and lean toward the Hot Fuzz reference. 13 down, hag.
Ah. Well, maybe it's fuck ugly. So no, this is actually really cool, and it's really simple because it just uses your Steam save.
Yeah.
So
Steam or GOG, depending on which one you bought it from.
Yeah.
But even still, there is an import thing that allows you just to move it over, just as long as you have a login. It's quick, simple, easy.
I'm assuming the only thing that you need is
that login.
Yeah, that login. But I'm gonna say probably Wi-Fi.
To get
the file. And I'm assuming once you have the file, I don't see why you would need it until you're ready to move it back over to the PC.
Yeah, no. And also, airports have it. So in case you were like, shit, I moved way too quick, you get into the airport's Wi-Fi, boom, you already have it.
I wonder how long it would take to move on a Wi-Fi that oversaturated with people.
I don't think it'd be that big of a save file.
You don't think so?
Maybe 10 megabytes at most.
Couple lines of code. Okay.
Yeah.
What
what items does your girl have? What hairstyle does he have?
They also
what color scheme does he have on? Boom.
They've also done another update that's kind of reduced some of the blur and updated some of the looks and stuff, so it's looking a little bit better on Switch.
It is brought up a little.
Yeah.
I showed you the difference between when they first had it announced to what it currently was at that time.
Yeah.
And you were like, okay,
it's getting better.
It is. Like, the Switch is not supposed to be that major.
Yeah.
It's supposed to handle cell shading.
Well, that's why I thought it was weird when they were like, we're going to put The Witcher 3 on it. And I was like, ooh. That's not what the thing's meant for.
No, But it's doing fine.
Yeah.
It plays it at 60 frames on, like, fucking WWE 2K20.
How is it that you can have WAA 2K20 that is such a shit game, just right fucking shit, but then also release fucking Borderlands from the same company?
Different studio or
I
different.
mean, it's all 2K.
Different factions.
It's fucking insane. Why would a company that builds such an amazing thing hire people that can't make a good fucking game?
You're asking me a question like I know the answer to it.
I'm just spitballing. You
I
get
know.
my point, you know. But it does. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
I also don't, because I'll admit I love 2K. I believe it was 2K15 was my favorite one, because the character customization was just so full and it was just so nice.
I always made the Hulk whenever I made a customized character. I make him really big and muscly, and then make him green and
just throw people around
Yeah.
and Hulk smash.
Yeah.
But still, it's very comfortable, you know. And then all of a sudden, 2K16 had the bouncy bugs, and I was just like, it's funny, ha ha ha. It's not game breaking. Oh wait, it actually is. 2K17 got worse. 18 even worse. 19 really bad. 2K20 damn near unplayable on certain things.
Yeah.
So I'm
tempted to download it because I have it with my EA access.
Oh no.
I'm tempted to download it to see how bad it is.
So here's something that is easily replicatable right now. I don't know if it got patched or very recently, but you take one of those the steel steps, put it in the middle of the ring,
You showed me the video.
Yeah, do a power bomb on it. It does something crazy every single time.
Yeah.
It is replicatable, but it's gonna be random what it's gonna do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's move on from that. We've talked about 2K20 plenty.
Yeah.
It's crap.
You want to talk about this?
Sure. Just real quick little thing. Disney Plus is continuing to add stuff, and they're doing what I always thought that they should have done with a streaming service since the beginning. Well, one of the things I thought. They're not going to stick to, well, we're making TV shows for Marvel, we're making cartoons to continue things. They're going to get into each genre, it seems, and they're actually doing a cooking show. It's called Be Our Chef, which is clever, and it's families coming in and cooking together in a cooking competition. And one of them, in fact, if you scroll down, I can confirm it a little bit more. Yep, that looks like it's him. I do believe, yep, there's his name. That's Shane. He was one of the contestants that went really far on MasterChef Junior. So, yeah, he's continuing his cooking somewhere else. I'm glad that he's, gotten to do something. So, yeah, him and his parents over on Disney. So, this will be coming to Disney Plus. I don't know if we have March 27th, Friday, March 27th. And it'll be another one where it's like, you get an episode like every week rather than, here's 30 episodes. Hope you don't run out. It'll be something to kind of keep you going, which is what the streaming service needs.
Yeah. I mean, I went hard on watching the new DuckTales.
Mm-hmm.
Like, super hard.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I've only seen a couple episodes before I got Plus.
Yeah. Yo, get in it. It's actually super crisp and nice and entertaining.
What do you think of Dave Tennant as Scrooge?
I was
iffy.
But he does it well.
Yeah.
He does it very well.
I do believe his real accent.
Really?
Yeah, he's not actually like British
English.
accent. And all that. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. But the first episode of the show is going to be called Bibbidi Bobbidi Bon Appetit.
That's great.
These guys know what they're doing.
And the food looks like it's not. I mean, they brought in Shane, who, like I said, was MasterChef Junior and was kicking ass. It's not just like families making mac and cheese. Like,
no,
this is real.
Gourmet.
Yeah, but it's also got a Disney twist. We saw one that was the character from I don't know his name because I never actually saw the movie. From shit, I can't think of it. The robot, the big robot.
Baymax?
Yeah.
Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6, thank you.
You're welcome.
They show a cookie that's his face at one point.
Okay.
So, we also saw someone made like rice and used a piece of bacon to make a smiley face. I think it's earlier on if you're looking for the cookie. Yeah, it's right before they show Baymax.
Oh, before?
Yeah. Like they show the cookie and then they show his face. So, it's gonna be pretty cool. I think.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like a macaroon or
something. Yeah, they like doused it with powdered sugar and just left the space to show his face. It's cool.
Oh, it looks like it's got matcha in the middle.
I think you're right. I think it is a macaroon. I think that might be matcha. Yeah. So,
I would eat it.
I've never had matcha, so I would try it. I just don't know if I would like it.
It's very earthy.
we're going to have to go to a place that can make it. Because I see all these places that like, oh, buy the matcha sets. Walmart sells matcha. And I'm like, I don't know the first fucking thing about making matcha.
Oh.
I need to go to a place that can make matcha to try it for my first time.
Okay.
We'll go to the Asian district sometime.
No, or Jinya's over by my place.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
I actually like Jinya. They got really good food.
Yeah, they got matcha ice cream or
I've had matcha ice cream. Scratch it. I have had matcha ice cream.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, then you know what it's like.
I forgot.
Have you had a matcha Kit Kat?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I've only had the ice cream, and it was actually from Goku's.
Oh, okay.
Which is almost everything.
I know.
Sadly. But no, I think this show is great, and I think this is
it's the start of something new.
Yeah, this is the right step for this streaming service. But yeah, you just saw the time when
we kept going.
Yeah. Let's go on and move on to something else. We can move on with this. Sorry.
So you know more about this than I do.
I don't really know much about it, but yeah. So the Safdie brothers. They're the Uncut Gem guys, I do believe, and Good Time.
Yes.
They are working on a new thing with Nathan Fielder, who did Nathan For You. It's called The Curse. It's a show that it's only had a pilot ordered, so Showtime could watch this pilot and go, "This is shit. We don't want to make it," or they could watch it and go, "This is amazing. Let's do a season." It's called The Curse, and it's going to follow a family who's cursed. But they're an HGTV family. So it's like a family that's trying to do an HGTV show type of thing, but have to deal with a curse that's following them. And I think it's a really clever idea.
I do too, but I just don't know how popular that's going to be. Like, you like it. I might like it.
I think that this could possibly hit that weird gray area where it's like people like supernatural type shows. People like HGTV. There are people in the middle that like both. And who would have thought of putting those two together?
Okay.
So I think it can find its spot if it's done right.
Okay, you're thinking that there's a bunch of hands that can fit this very particular glove.
Yes, and I think the aspect of liking one of those things already pull you in, and if it's good enough, keep you there.
Okay.
So
yeah, let's wait until like a trailer or that pilot.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long way off. This was just announced that they were greenlit for a pilot. So
okay, more good news. So with Disney Plus, guess what? We're getting the final season of Star Wars: Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Starts up on February 21st, 2020. That's in 2 fucking days.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be very Order 66 centric, because this is going to bring it right up to Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, shit. You're right.
No, not Revenge.
Yeah. Clone Wars. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Revenge of the Sith. So, I feel like this is going to be dark. I don't know for sure. We'll see.
Hey, even still, like, I'm glad that they say that this is going to be the end. So, this is going to be heavy.
Yeah. And I'm assuming we'll probably get a new Star Wars cartoon once we kind of get a feel for maybe where the next trilogy is going to take place.
Why not?
But for now, I think this is gonna be it for animation from them.
Oh yeah.
It'll be 12 episodes, and it says to be released during the Disney Plus, released on Disney Plus during the service's first year. So I don't think you're getting all 12 at once. It'll be one a week or something like that. So again, pacing yourself. It's a good thing, folks.
Yeah, so. I mean, it's not like me who had to watch 4 hours of Hateful Eight in a night.
I don't know why you watched them in a night.
I had to.
You had almost a week.
I had to.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. I didn't regret it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. What else do we got here?
Would I still do it again? Oh, yeah. So, I've only played the first Halo. I've never
have the Master Chief Collection.
I do.
Between it coming with your console and then the fact that it's on Game Pass.
Yes. But I like these. These are great. Nerf and Halo did a handshake where they look like the Needler, they look like the assault rifle, and they look like the pistol. I would buy one of these.
I think this might be in preparation for a new game.
Halo Infinite, yeah? Yeah, Halo Infinite.
Okay. I didn't realize there actually was a new Halo.
Where is Halo Infinite? Where is it going to be?
It just says release date 2020. Okay. I did not realize.
Yeah.
I fell out of the Halo franchise, but I actually do have the Master Chief Collection downloaded on my console right now. I'm going to try to burn through all of it. I did it on a whim because of Game Pass rewards.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, yeah, sure, shit, I'm down. If you want to fucking play up, now that I have a very intricate schedule, I'm down.
okay. What else we got?
We got,
We watched a bunch of trailers.
we
That's
watched
what we
a
got.
shit ton of trailers. Yeah, all the rest are just trailers except for this thing, but this thing we can end off on.
Yeah, cool. I've got a few things I can push to next week. They're not like have to be talked about right now because we went hard on some other shit.
We did.
So
So Steven Spielberg's Apple Plus TV show is called Amazing Stories, where it features 5 very particular stories that have their own significance of connectivity.
well, it's an anthology. I don't know if they're connected. Are they?
I
I don't think they are because it just said anthology,
Okay.
which normally means it's not.
It's not okay. So then disregard.
This is not a necessarily continuation, more of a reboot of his own show
Revival.
from a revival of his own show from '85. So
5 unique stories. Your grandpa realizes he has superhero powers. Okay. It's a very it was very strong. It came on very strong.
Yeah.
I just don't have Apple TV
Neither
Plus.
do I.
So
unless my brother buys it, and because he's Mr. Apple Boy,
yeah.
and then that would be like I'd have to go over there and watch it, type of thing. So
I mean, it's interesting. I will say that. Is it enough for me to buy it? No.
no, but I'm glad we're finally seeing something that spikes our interest on Apple TV Plus because we haven't seen anything from them that has made us go, oh, I gotta fucking what? I can't watch that because I don't. We had something kind of like that with CBS All Access with Picard. Like I can't watch Picard, but it's like just one thing. And Apple TV Plus has been going for a while now.
Yeah, and then I remember as soon as I mentioned this, and I was like, well, what about the gaming? The arcade,
Yeah.
Apple Arcade, and you were like, it's still pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
use
bad.
it. They just added a bunch of new games.
Okay.
So some of the games they're adding have console versions or PC versions that I'm getting to play just because of the $5 membership or $10 membership, whatever it is that my brother pays.
Okay.
The other thing we have is The Plot Against America. It's from the executive producer on The Wire. It will be an HBO show. It imagines an alternative America history told through the eyes of the working class Jewish family in New Jersey. The story follows the family as they watch the political rise of Charles Lindbergh, aviator hero and xenophobic populist who becomes president and turns his nation towards fascism.
Pretty much. That is the cold stone of it, where
It looks really interesting.
before that hard-hitting ending that the trailer gave, it made me go, holy shit, that's good shit. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really dabble with the politics.
No, but the people at over at HBO kind of have a way of doing it, and way you can find it to be entertaining.
Like The Wire.
Yeah, I didn't watch The Wire, but yeah.
I'm just saying The Wire was one of their big politic-filled ones. West Wing would probably be another one.
I don't think that was HBO.
It was not HBO, but I'm just saying as far as
big
heavy-hitting politics.
Yeah. I personally like things like Band of Brothers, The Sopranos. Those were really strong HBO ones that were, definitely dealt with serious subjects and stuff like that while having some fun.
Who did Sons of Anarchy?
FX.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that looks interesting. Keep an eye on that one. Let's finish off the trailers, and we can do the game ones afterwards.
Okay.
Gangs of London. You were iffy on this one. I don't know that I'll see it.
Oh, hooray, a pub brawl, but that was the only thing that really got me.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
It looks good. It looks like it has a lot of good scenes, a lot of good fighting, but I don't feel like I want to get wrapped up in this form of politics, Yeah. There was a lot of cool spots. There was a lot of cool scenes of talking. That actual, are you someone I can trust? Are you someone I can actually talk to? And then there was that couple of punches, and then it's like, oh hey, that guy's a super douchebag. I don't know. I feel like it gave too much away.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe it's only worth it for the action. I don't know.
And why do I always want Michael Clark Duncan to be like the big black guy in any scene?
Oh, he's dead, so that's already an issue.
I know, but I want.
It's just because he had such a great presence and he was such a good actor.
He did. He does. He still does. Shit. The Iron Mask.
This one's iffy.
This one's a hard iffy. Like, I love the look of the areas. I thought it was animated from the first shot, and I thought it was like going to be all this CG like cell shading. But then when you see Arnold for the first time, you're like, "Oh, that's not CG. Oh no. Oh no."
It's weird. It's like they wanted a weird art style is what it feels like, though.
Yeah.
So maybe since I have unlimited, it's something I'll go check out. I love Jack Chan. I love Arnold. I love Fleming.
Yeah. Everybody here, it seems like they're good, but it makes me wonder if the plot is going to be good, because you're going down the Silk Road.
Yeah.
So, and also dragon, and also weird stone, and then a fight between Jackie Chan and Arnold, and I don't know. It just seems super not great. I cannot foresee myself seeing this. As much as I love Jackie, and as much as I love Arnold.
If I go and see it and I come back saying it's good, will you change your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm going to go and see it. I may come back and be like, Jackie and Arnold are the only good parts. We don't know. It was a funny moment here, though, where, put that down. It's GameSpawn's helmet. Helmet, this is an Instapot. It's very weird art style-wise.
Yeah.
So, but Jackie still looks like he's kicking ass.
He still looks good.
And, I mean, something that finally got Jackie and Arnold to do something together. They were both big fucking action guys for a long time. So, this one, I wasn't too sure on at first, but now, I don't know, it looks so weird.
It gives me that feeling of, what's that Shia LaBeouf movie where he's stuck in the house?
Disturbia. I don't get that feeling at all.
Huh?
I don't get that feeling at all.
Well, no. I mean, in the sense of you want to leave, but you can't.
I guess, yeah.
And I love it. I love that whole, I just made 2 lefts and I'm right back where I started. What happened?
Yeah, it's the new Eisenberg one. They're stuck in some paper cookie cutter neighborhood, and a baby gets shipped to them, and they're stuck there for years, and the kid's kind of crazy, and it looks like he locks him in the car at one point. He tries digging a hole out. It's weird. That's all I can really say. It's just so fucking weird. How do they get food? I don't understand why there's always food for all these years. It's getting good critic reviews or critic responses.
Yeah.
So
I'm always down for the psychological horror style of thrillers. So this kind of pulled me in.
At the same time, I'm sitting here kind of going, you are stuck here for literal years. You see the kid growing. They're stuck here for literal years. But all these houses are the same. You're the only people here. Food doesn't seem to be a problem. I would literally be destroying one house at a time to find my way out. I would make some kind of marking system. I would find my way out.
But then there's that idea of the paradisium. As soon as you're done, do you go to bed? And if you do go to bed, as soon as you wake up, it's the same as it ever was.
Then I fucking kill myself.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm done. If it's literally gonna fight me that bad, I kill myself.
Okay, and then guess what? Groundhog's Day. You wake up 6 a.m.
Then you've actually already died and you're in hell.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like an idea. A Netflix original of another very strange, superpowered individual.
It's being described as if John Hughes had made a superhero teen film.
And bless you. And it's one of those. I was awkward.
Wasn't happy.
Still not happy. I have anger issues, but I don't really, take it out on anyone. I'm very solidified in my ways. I have one friend, and I have one best friend. That's it. I don't want any more. I don't want any less. Bless you.
Thank you.
I get told, I get asked, why don't you smile a little bit more? And that bothers me. And I get it. I'm right there beside them.
Yeah, that's what makes it John Hughes.
And
then she throws a rock and sends a sign flying.
And then she realizes, I have something here. and then begins to evolve and become stronger. And I'm curious to when it was doing the quick change, the quick what do they call it? The quick purviews of the areas. There was a couple like behind yellow tape style, and
well, it starts with her running down the street covered in blood, and you can like see lights and sirens. And
and I'm like, just between that, the quick purview, and all of this and that. And then, shit, even that scene right there.
It looks like it'll be heartfelt and funny. I'm hoping they don't go stupid and have her, like, accidentally kill her friend or something. Because if they do that, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm hoping
I hate when films do shit like that.
I'm hoping that it stays lighthearted and doesn't do, like, the Stranger Things thing where, 11 did a lot of really, really cool shit, but, oh, wait a minute, she's... doing some actual damage to everything around her. Oh no, this is not good. Don't fuck this up, is all I'm saying. And all Quincey was saying.
Yeah, you might have something here. So, and it's called, I am not, what is it?
I'm getting it. I'm not okay with this.
Okay, yeah. So, it looks interesting.
It does.
This one, like, while you're go ahead and start talking about it. I need to see when this comes out.
Okay. So Insert Coin. It talks about the arcades of the early '90s, because this is back when NBA Jam, I think, was like '92, and then Mortal Kombat, the Grid, Smash TV. God, all the really good ones. And Narc. That was the other one. And it's just so idealistic to basically say, hey, this is where gaming came from. Also, oh shit, there were lawsuits around all this. Like, oh, hey, blood in video games? That seems like it would cause some actual problems here in the real world. So, just is coming soon on this.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. It's kind of, there's too many things named Insert Coin.
Yeah, especially a bar down in downtown.
Yeah, that's right. We have a bar downtown. There's a company called Insert Coin that makes arcade cabinets. You seem to be having an issue. Are you okay?
Yeah, my ear itch is super bad, but I'm fine.
Okay, just make sure you're not dying on me.
Nope. Mop.
So it's actually got its own Twitter page.
Oh, good.
Right now, all they have for dates is that it's going to be at the SXSW 2020 Film Festival.
So when's that?
I don't know yet. Hold on. I'm pulling up their website right now. Their Twitter was actually able to lead me to a website if it would load.
Well, okay. What is their Twitter?
Insert Coin.
Oh.
Insert Coin Doc. Sorry. Yeah. Here we go. Got the schedule.
Oh, you got it?
If it loads. Yep.
Oh.
I'm on the page. It's loading. We are literally on the same page.
Yeah, but I don't see. Oh, here we go. March 20th.
Okay, so March 20th, that's for the film festival.
Yes. So
after that, I'm sure we'll see if like a big company picks it up and to put it into. Because normally at film festivals, there's normally like some kind of bidding type of thing that goes on where companies decide if they want to buy it and then they will take it into release. So from there, it might get released into theaters, or you might, get like someone like Netflix that picks it up or something. So you can set up for an email where they will tell you, give you updates about it. Just go to their website, Insert Coin. And it's more about Midway than anything.
Midway Games presents War Gods. One of my favorite Midway titles.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's up there too.
And now we can finish off with the game trailers. Just two simple ones.
I like having that whole tactics where you're looking up from the top and you can plan your attack. I've been playing Pillars of Eternity, but what if you wanted to take a more Western approach to it?
Cowboys, yeehaw!
Cowboys, yeehaw! Desperados 3 got the official Dr. McCoy trailer. It looks good. It looks like a very fun game. Not my cup of tea, but it still looks fun, even for not being my cup of tea.
I would play the shit out of this. Like, I would fucking play the shit out of this. It looks like the Doc McCoy thing really brings in a lot of variation to what you can do. He's got different, like, he can make someone lust, he can confuse, he can poison.
You just straight up stab him in the fucking neck.
Straight up stab him in the fucking neck. We see him blowing shit up. We see him fucking sniping people.
Like, there is a lot of abilities, and I'm curious, like, as many builds as you can do. Like, it's an idea, and I'm okay with that. And it just seems to be one out of the 5 characters you can be.
I don't like the fact that we seem to have gotten so far away from Western. Like, Western can be good. And we've had a couple where they've kind of, realized the screw up with, or not screw up, but realize the lack of Westerns. You got Red Dead that's doing well. They did remake Magnificent 7, which did well. But Westerns don't really happen like they used to. And I think one of the big reasons why they happened so much before is they were cheap. You just had to go out to the desert and film some people with blanks and do some squibs, and you had a movie.
There you go.
But I don't remember the last time a good Western came out. So, you know more about this than I do.
So, Media Molecule did Little Big Planet, Little Big Planet 2, Little Big Planet 3, a couple little tiny small projects that caught up for Sony because it's a mostly Sony company.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a new game called Dreams, and they put it up on beta. And for that beta for six weeks, you can create whatever you want. It's an art project that allows you to do art projects. You can have detections. You can just have it be a video. You can make a platformer. You can make a action adventure.
So it's Mario Maker on steroids.
Kind of.
Okay.
There's a lot you can do in it, and what was the game that you found in it?
2 games actually. Someone went through and built Fallout 4 in this, and someone went through and did Red Dead Online in this.
That's those very strong titles, but even for it, they released a thing that says, "Hey, you guys had six weeks with this, and you blew our minds again and again and again. We want to see what you guys do next." And that's kind of been Media Molecule's thing of, we like what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
We give you the tools, you guys build with them. That was what they did with Little Big Planet 1, 2, 3. And
I like the idea of supporting creativity.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm all for this decision to let people just go out and make some shit. I'm sure there's plenty of terrible things out there on it too, but I like to focus on the good.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Sony, however, this is my last story for the day. They're not going to be showing up at PAX East.
No.
But that is for a somewhat of a good reason. They care more about their company's health than they do trying to promote things. And
Which
that's
is
not to say
good.
that is very good. And that's not to say that there's not going to be like a state of play or...
And I'm wondering if so they're not showing up because of the coronavirus impact mostly.
Yes, that is correct.
But I'm wondering how big their show up would have been anyways, because they have gotten into the idea of state of play, even though they can't seem to do it quite as well as Nintendo Direct, which, keep an eye out, there's a Nintendo Direct coming for Animal Crossing in just a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Say it'll be about 25 minutes live stream. But their state of plays are not as good as Nintendo Directs. But they need to kind of just keep tweaking at it, and they might get there.
I mean, it probably would have been their hands-on gameplay with Last of Us 2. That's what they would have probably pushed here. Aside from that,
well, what's the Last of Us 2 release date? Do you know? Because depending on the release date for that, I'm wondering if it can make it in time for the next PAX. May 29th, so no, it won't.
No,
that's right,
and that's not even going to be for E3. So
yeah, so this was their one chance. Oh, well.
I mean, it's better to keep your people safe and still release a good game. Because let's face it, if I honestly wanted to push that hard, I'd definitely go for Last of Us 2 right now. Because I would want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no reason to say no. I love Last of Us 1. It's a good game. Sure, it was released again and again and again, and then when we finally got it for free, I was like...
It's practically the Skyrim for Sony.
Kind of, yeah.
Or Naughty Dog, I guess I should say.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for 2. I'm still probably going to lean toward buying it if I have some extra cash.
Well, I've got Naughty Dog on my mind. 4 weeks, according to Tom Holland, and they start filming what will probably be a train wreck of an Uncharted movie. Yeah, he says that stuntmen and all that are already out setting things up in preparation. And I'm like, okay, you're not Nathan Drake, but okay. So, I get why Sony is canceled. I'm not going to hold it against them. I mean, we're losing out on that and a couple other things, but I think that's really the big thing from that. So,
I mean, I'm sure that there was going to be probably a couple more tiny tidbit announcements. Maybe.
I'm sure.
Maybe a little hint at another God of War.
Probably a teaser for PlayStation 5.
Maybe.
Or you got to figure we got less than 12 months on that now.
Yeah, or maybe a hint at a new Crash, considering that sold, or maybe even Spyro.
Yeah, I mean, either one could happen. I mean, they would be stupid to remake the shit Spyro games, which is why they didn't.
Yeah, no, or just do a complete new
Well, that's
one.
not Sony, though.
Sony, well, okay, well, it was released specifically for Sony, but as...
The game wasn't. I own it on Xbox downstairs.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
they did
Toy,
do that,
Toys
didn't
for
they?
Bob bought it and did
That's
the remaster.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, then just Crash.
And Crash is available on Xbox also. Yeah, it's even sold in a 2-pack with Spyro.
Oh, then I'm flapjacked on what it could possibly... Maybe the new Spider-Man. I don't know.
That I would like to see. And Insomniac could still do that without Sony.
Well,
if they wanted to.
If they wanted to, but then again, they've been with Sony for...
Well, Insomniac did stuff for Xbox.
I know, but I'm just saying they've also been with for all of Infamous, the Second Son,
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they stick with them, they stick with them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things Sony could have done, but I'm glad that they're wanting to keep people safe. This very strange climate change that keeps going hot and cold here in Vegas is even causing me to keep coughing, and I don't like it.
It's very back and forth.
It is very back and forth.
The one little other little Sony news I have is talks are $450 now for the PlayStation 5. $450 and up.
That's not bad. It's bad, but it's not as bad as the $800 you were.
But I mean, that's the thing. We've talked about it. I could build a cheap, usable computer for $5. I mean, just throw the extra $50 in. You know.
Okay.
So we'll end on our humble bundle.
Yeah. Guess what? More fucking sales.
Sale.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who sings that?
God damn it. AWOL Nation.
Okay, keep it that way. Let you look it up and everything. This looks cool.
So they have Digital Tabletop 2. They had one once before where they had a lot of really nice games. This one is a lot of really nice games, especially Slay the Spire for $10, which is a fair deal because it's a $25 game for $10, and you get a whole bunch of other cool stuff such as Armorello, For the King, Reigns, Her Majesty, and Gremlins Incorporated.
You skipped one.
And Terraforming Mars. Thank you.
Yep.
A whole bunch of really interesting...
What does this support?
This supports... Able Gamers, which is a really good charity. And it even helps out towards the Call of Duty endowment.
Cool. I like that. What's the other sale they got?
The other sale they had was the Indie Hits, which you can push toward a specific sale or a specific charity.
Yeah.
A lot of
for $15. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Night in the Woods for $12.
I've heard off and on about Night in the Woods.
I like it. It really paints a story of identification, but not gender identification. More of
raccoon identification.
Cat identification.
Oh, I thought it was a raccoon. Sorry.
No. But more of a, do I really belong in this world? Am I really making a difference?
Okay. Void Bastards. That one was fun for a little bit. I got kind of burnt out on it. I
Same.
got tired of dying.
Oh, I didn't get tired of dying. I just got tired of killing the same things.
Yeah.
Hell Let Loose. Oh my god. Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me show you real quick.
Did I read that right? Was that it's Team 17?
Yeah.
Team 17 is something other than worms?
Yeah. Team of 50. 100 player battles.
Wow.
Yeah. And
so it's just a big online war game?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks pretty cute. You know, the engineer, does their repairs, all things. Capture and hold. It's got bullet drop. It's got, RPGs, nonsenses, that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Aside from that, more indie games. And of course, if you are signed up with Humble Choice, you get an extra 10 to 15% off depending on which tier you are. So if you have it, work it out.
Okay, that's one I played recently. Go back up. Human Fall Flat.
Oh, yeah.
Just the regular. This one looks like they're advertising the ice level. I played the regular. It was okay. I got burnt out. I installed it.
Yeah. I tried dragging Goon through it. Yeah, he wasn't having fun either. There's an interesting game that kind of hits the nail on the head immediately with just its title. And I kind of want to go through it just because of it. It's a game set in 1993, and it talks about an individual's life for only the last 2 years. And it was just the hardest thing for them.
Okay.
And the game is called The Suicide of Rachel Foster. And just from the title alone, you immediately get the spoiler of there's a suicide here. It delves a little bit into that mentality, I'm assuming, and I kind of want to play it. It looks like I don't want to call it fun, but it looks interesting.
Yeah, intriguing.
Yes.
I'd like a new good story. I mean, I still have to finish. What's it called? The one that was very Telltale-esque.
There's a lot like that. So.
The sequel is Before the Storm. Fuck, what is it called? I can't believe I'm not fucking remembering this. This is driving me nuts.
Don't worry. Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. Thank you. I still have to finish Life is Strange, but where I'm at.
Oh yeah, no. The first chapter of Life is Strange is fucking amazing. Second one, Before the Storm.
I would like it if we had more Telltale to play.
Well, we're getting Wolf Among Us too, so
yeah, let's see how long before they have to bankrupt again.
Yeah, just give me Wolf Among Us Part 2 and then go bankrupt. It's fine.
Just give it back to Vertigo and let someone else make it.
Future.
Anything else on the indie list?
Shit! I closed out of it because I had to use the thing.
You bitch.
I'm not a bitch.
You a bitch.
EA publisher sale, 2K sale. There's a lot of sales going on right now over on Humble Bundle. God damn! Wait, how much is Anthem for?
That's still $8.99. That's like $20 too much. You should pay me to play your game.
Oh, hey, Sims 4 for $10.
Fallen Order for $44.99.
Mass Effect Trilogy for $12.
James fucking got Fallen Order.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill him.
Why?
He bought the game I want.
Okay.
Bastard.
Okay.
A Way Out, $11.99.
Yeah,
I want to play that, but I don't have someone to play it with. And I don't know if you get it through EA Access like I do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I just didn't know if you get I don't know if the EA Access worked the way everything else does for us.
It does.
Deluxe edition of Fallen Order is only $52.49.
That's not bad, and that's 25% off. So it was already at it, and you get even more when you're with Humble Choice. This is just everybody's sale.
Gotcha. Yeah, because you're not logged in. Yeah. SimCity edition, complete edition. That's the last SimCity. It's not bad. They fixed the problems.
Yeah.
So
okay. So I mean, it's a lot of really good games for inexpensive.
All right.
Whew!
Yeah.
And then 2K got theirs too.
2K WWE 2K20 is still $30. It's 50% off.
Yeah.
Again, that's like $40 too much. Pay me to play your game.
I've heard interesting things about the Bureau, but I've never experienced it.
The Bureau is fun.
Okay.
It's an oldie. It's an oldie but good.
It's another XCOM thing.
Yeah.
So.
And Spec Ops: The Line. Woo! I will always promote that game.
There's a new thing I saw that's like basically you could have known that what was going on the whole time if you just paid attention to the signs right at the beginning of the game when you're first walking into Dubai.
Even if you did, it wouldn't make sense to the first time player. That's what I'm saying. God, there's so many games on this fucking sale that I want to talk about, but I'm afraid I would dive too far in. Layers of Fear 2 is $15. Blasphemous, I recommend very highly. It is very Crusader-esque, and it is very gory, and it's got a lot of very, very triggering imagery, so be aware of that.
You know what I want? I want another good detective game. We haven't had one in a while.
I want to say there's something that just came out, but nothing's coming to mind. But why do you say that? Why do you want to
just I mean, for the most part, I enjoyed what was the one from Rockstar? L.A. Noire.
L.A. Noire. What about Devil's Daughter?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Apparently I'm not a very good Sherlock Holmes, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I wasn't doing nearly as well as I thought I would. James beat the whole thing in one day. He went hard. He had the next day off from work, and he just fucking plowed that whole game out. I didn't hate Murder Soul Suspect as much as you did, but it did have its downsides.
Yeah, I loved it.
The Vanishing, I never actually played.
The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. It goes into my territory though.
Okay.
So be prepared if you do get in, because I know you have it through Game Pass still.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be aware that about over halfway through the game, it goes from really good detectiving into oh hey there, I'm still a piece of garbage.
Gotcha.
What is this? Jenny LeClue?
I don't know, but it honestly
It sounds cliche.
This is actually available on my Apple thing right now.
Oh, arcade?
Yeah, Apple Arcade.
Okay.
I do believe.
Detective.
Let me double check.
Deadly Premonition. I heard there was going to be a Deadly Premonition sequel, but it was all in the rumor mill, so I never brought it up.
Which one's Deadly Premonition?
Detective Francis York Morgan.
Is that the... Yeah, there is. No, that's confirmed.
Okay, well, I want to see more from it, damn it.
Yeah, let's Google it. Deadly Premonition 3. 3, right?
No, 2. We never had 2.
I thought there was already 2 of them.
No.
Okay, well then...
I was going to go straight to fucking Switch.
Yeah, I think it's a Switch game.
I don't want it.
You're in images, so you might want to switch to all.
Okay. Yeah, it's going straight to Switch.
What was the name of that one I was saying was on Apple Arcade?
LeClue.
LeClue, okay. Okay, go back to your premonition research. I'm looking for
No, it's fine. I remember we did talk about this, and I got frustrated because it's Jenny LeClue. And I got frustrated because it's going to be a Switch exclusive. You know what? On my Steam account, I have Under a Killing Moon and what the fuck is it called? Tesla Effect.
Okay.
Which is 2 branching stories off of Tex Murphy, which is a Blade Runner style detective where it's a little bit in the future. It's got the flying cars, all that nonsense, hollow phones, all that.
Seriously, the phones, they're hollow.
Yeah. And it's a very much a gentle, nudge against the ribs with the way he does things. He's very humorous in the way he handles his detective work.
Okay.
I streamed it not too long. Well, Tesla Effect. I never did Under a Killing Moon because it's an old ass game. And it was very, very difficult to stream. But
the game didn't want to run or something.
The game ran. It just didn't want to show up on the recording software.
Gotcha.
But they're still very fun games just to play.
Yep, there it is.
Good stuff. Oh, that's very nice. Oh my gosh.
I guess we do have the new Batman game that they're working on, but
I suppose. Aside from that, Yeah, there's nothing much. Oh, Gabriel Knight. That's another oldie that I need to grab.
I guess, you got Ace Attorney. I mean, it's not necessarily a detective, but you have to kind of
Piece it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few, but we need to. You're right. There still needs to be a new one. And that's all I got. I'm done. I'm flatlining. We went hard.
Okay. Well, and that's it from us tonight. We hope you guys had a very good Valentine's Day. And I have a quick question. What did Beans say to their Valentines?
What did they say, Quincy?
You keep me grounded.
I'm dying on the inside.
I know.